enemy team. At the end of time, if it's still contested with a person on there, it enters a tiebreaker mode where you have 1 minute to clear them off or to capture a different objective and have 2 uncontested. That is the goal. You got to focus on 2, not just 1. So you can sit in one spot, but you got to be able to move around and move to the right spot to be ultimately effective. So let's go ahead and follow Chilip as he sets out a nice pre-nade to try and nade it down mid. Unfortunately, no one's actually over there to take that. Everyone's setting up 4 pushes. Security playing very passive in the back. A little surprising to see. Ballistic-Droid getting on to B, starting up the cap. He's going to give away his position with that, not using the gas mask. That probably would have been effective. He gets the wall bang onto JustOne for the first kill of the game. Actually, Droid got the kill up above. And some trades back and forth. Chilip ends up winning it on a shrine up above. Gyzzorn to take out Swax on the side. So Insurgents will not get Charlie capped. Well, actually, they're going to lose Charlie. They'll get Bravo, though. Unfortunately for them, security... Oh, Chilip gets the pick onto Flebbels. And Squoshy taking out Ballistic-Droid. Swax taking a little bit of bullets from spawn, but manages to stay alive. I think that player thought he got the kill. Unfortunately, Chilip did not get the kill. Gyzzorn just has to stay alive here on Charlie. He gets the capture, but he now has quite a bit of work to do. Oh, he's out of ammo! The sound you definitely don't want to hear. You're going to have to evade and try and stay alive by just running off. Oh, he didn't fully reload. Well, that's a personal problem. Unfortunately, luckily for him, the enemy has run into an obvious position that should be easy for him to throw this grenade onto. The question is if he's going to cook it. He didn't really opt to cook it, and actually throws it in the wrong spot. But it will not matter as MidKing will take him out. You see JustOne trying to clear out Charlie again. MidKing and Swax take it out. He takes out Swax, and he's not going to take out MidKing. Seeing that's probably going to be another kill, he opts to wait and takes him out as a refrag. Unfortunately for him, Freedoor gets onto Charlie. Gets the cap up, but MidKing again holding Charlie with an iron grip. Ends Freedoor's chance at winning that one. Chilip, oh, almost a trade, but unfortunately for him, Chilip goes down, and Insurgents will take the first round 1-0.
The main thing you want to do on this map on Bravo is try to control Shrine. So usually you want to send about 2 guys onto Shrine, maybe 1 through and 1 watching the back highway, as the call it's called. And then you can watch from rocks on both sides towards either the apps or towards the Africa if you are security.
Indeed, it is the way to play. Let me get this beautiful music back on. Sandstorm has a lot of really interesting tracks and music that you don't often hear. But you hear a little bit more on the spectating side of it versus the in-game side. Usually it's pretty faint or usually just turned off on most people. But there is a lot of gold hidden in there. But that is for a little later. Go ahead and get onto Ballistic-Droid, trying to play B. Avoiding the pre-nades from security. Manages to run on. Ooh, Flebbels gets the first pick onto JustOne on the side. And Squoshy getting the kill onto Flebbels. Tobias needs to make a bit more of an impact. Squoshy able to control most of Shrine. Ballistic is still capping at B, though. He did get those kills onto Chilip and JustOne, able to clear out that B support for security. Squoshy can't get the kill. He's about to get the shot and kill onto Ballistic-Droid, stopping Bravo from being capped up by Insurgents. Freedoor taking out MidKing is going to give C support to security. And Charlie now being capped up by... basically each team controlling one of the 2 objectives. Unfortunately, oh, Squoshy probably heard that Insurgent nearby. He actually wins against Tobias, who had a bit of a weaker's advantage, but did not enough to get the kill. Freedoor actually gets the cap onto C. With the cap up B, making it now a 4v5. Oh, and Squoshy with a nice pick onto Swax. Flebbels getting the trade onto
Bravo.
Indeed, and Gyzzorn trying to get Charlie held on, as it looks like MidKing trying to retake B. Up to security cap. Flebbels getting the pick on JustOne, but Squoshy getting the easy kill on the MidKing. Last side of is Flebbels, who gets the first pick onto Chilip. He's got 2 more to go, and a 1v2. 1 player on C, 1 player on B. Flebbels opts to go for A instead. He has to make it in time, though. He's about to run out of time as they cap him out. And just like that, all 3 objectives at the last second. He unfortunately didn't hit it in the zone, and just like that, security caps up all 3 objectives and takes the round 1-1.
Squoshy really shining on this. He got 5 kills that round.
That is pretty crazy. He's really putting the work in, and he's currently running a 6-1 KDR, which is... That's pretty crazy. And unfortunately for Swax, usually a high fragger, and usually one that's one to be feared on the leaderboard and on the scoreboard. Currently running 0-3, with Flebbels running 7-2, which is a little surprising.
Last map as well, I believe Flebbels had top frags with 17 kills on precinct.
Interesting.
On his team. Yeah.
Awesome. It's good to know. It's good to follow Tobias. Respond as he pushes Shrine as an insurgent. Setting up for a Molotov throw, not commonly used very much as it's not very effective. Swax, though, gets the nice nade kill onto Squoshy. It's going to be huge for the insurgents, losing Squoshy like that. And Chilip making easy pickings of Tobias as he peeks out a little too slowly there. When you prone, your hand moves to the side to where they can get shot and get killed, so it's important to push and peek the right way. Right peek, he actually wins against Chilip. I think he spotted them beforehand or knew the call out. So right now, Ballistic-Droid not able to spot the player directly across from him. They're quite literally...
Actually, Flebbels spot up there on highway, this tree that you sit in front of, or in the back of Shrine Insurgent. That's actually a Flebbels play right there.
Interesting. Although it looks like, unfortunately, JustOne did get spotted in Bravo, so Insurgents are now going to cap it up. And Security trying to go for Charlie, but MidKing says no. And it's down to Gyzzorn to try and take out Bravo. He's going to have to fight Flebbels. There's going for Charlie instead. He gets the shot onto MidKing, but Swax saves it. Insurgents take the lead now 2-1.
It's really hard to tell which side is better. It really depends on the team. So this map is really, I think, one of the most deep. You can't say whether it's Security or Insurgents. Most thing you want to have is just control of Shrine. I think definitely there's more dexterity happening on the Insurgents side than there is on Security for moving around without getting shot. There's more cover.
It's good to know. We'll see how it works. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for this next round. Insurgents getting a bit of a lead early on isn't bad, although I think Insurgents have a bit of an advantage on this map compared to Security, due to the rotations being a little quicker from B to C. But we'll see how it'll play out. This is based on the old market map from Source, although it's a little bit different, a little bit of tweaks here and there. Good follow JustOne as he pushes Shrine on Security. You can see him pushing pretty quick. Chilip gets the first kill onto Ballistic-Droid within B, although JustOne and Squoshy working together to take out Tobias. But Swax catching out JustOne, and Flebbels getting the train on Squoshy just like that. Flebbels coming in clutch and getting the kills to clear out Shrine for Insurgents. Huge plays coming out for them. Gyzzorn now trying to retake Shrine. Opts to go on the side, and opts to go straight into B. Danger close. Unfortunately for him, Swax is going to be there, and we'll take him out in just a moment. Just like that, Gyzzorn, textbook, takes him out. Chilip trying to get the shots off. Playing in a bit of a weird spot, playing in Upper Africa. Not a bad location, but unfortunately out of position to actually stop on Bravo, and is very, very exposed. So as soon as he makes a move too far out, Swax is going to take him out. He already knows where he is, so he can just basically shoot as soon as he hears the shots coming out. So you can see his foot sticking out on the very, very edge of the view there. Flebbels instead gets up, kills him. MidKing takes out Freedoor, pushing to C. Insurgents take the round win, 3-1.
Funny thing about Insurgent side, there's not so good cover. So while you have the dumpster on the Security side, and also the water feature, the fountain, it's very dangerous on the Security side. I mean, Insurgent side. So one grenade will often end anything happening on that side. That's something to remember when you're playing Security.
Indeed, the grenade throws on Bravo, and even though the whole map is pretty dangerous, but especially Bravo being very, very open and exposed. A lot of the grenades thrown by both teams, but especially Insurgents onto Security makes it pretty tough. They opt to smoke B. Insurgents smoking B isn't a bad call, though it's a bit unique. See some pre-nades coming out, trying to take him out, but they're very, very late to try and nade Bravo. Chilip does get the nade kill, though, onto Ballistic-Droid within B, so it's not a worst-case scenario. Some shots happening out on Shrine. They're battling it out, but they're still definitely tied neck and neck. Although you can see on the edge here, Tobias gets the pick onto Chilip on the edge, but JustOne gets the trade onto Tobias. Both teams are currently peeking around, trying to clear up, but JustOne from downtown will get the kill all the way down onto Flebbels. That was a tough shot to land from the street here. You can see Freedoor opting to now no longer play Charlie, but instead go for Shrine. The only insurgent left up there is Swax, who's rotated down into B. Currently on there is Squoshy trying to get the cap up back for B. He gets wall banged, unfortunately, by Swax, so it's just Swax on B, with Freedoor trying to come in to stop the cap up. Meanwhile on C, MidKing opting to go around possibly to A. Oh, he gets the shot and gets the kill into JustOne, but he's going to expect the second player. He heard it coming, but unfortunately didn't have his gun up in time. Freedoor gets the drop onto Swax on B, and Security take the round win 2-3. So we're seeing, it looks like Flebbels' team is actually running something a little bit different than the usual kind of, foul meta of actually running with Tobias using an AKM and a PCAS 1.5 times optical sight instead of running irons or running a foul with a similar PCAS or even a red dot 2 times. So a little interesting to see a bit of a switch up there. The PKAS is not a bad optic. It's one of the, it's a good transitional one between 2 to 1 times, 2 to 1.5 times at least. Works well though. So we'll see how it plays out for him. Although Swax, oh, Chilip though, picking Tobias off as soon as I say that. But unfortunate luck there. Chilip again playing in the African position there. Really, really strong. Really good power position within the map. Ballistic-Droid is holding on B. Tapping it up as he should. Flebbels and Swax taking out Freedoor and Chilip. But Gyzzorn and Squoshy taking out MidKing and Swax. So a bit of a trade back and forth, neck and neck. It is a 2v2 now. Gyzzorn and JustOne versus Ballistic-Droid and Flebbels. Flebbels going in on the edge.
A lot of trades happening, just one after the other.
Indeed, the security opts to let B get capped for free, so they give away the 2v2 and instead try and go for a, ideally 5v5 on C, going for an AC strat. The problem is JustOne now has to fight off the entire force and dies nearly instantly by Ballistic-Droid. Gyzzorn will recap him in, so it's not the worst case scenario, but unfortunately for him, he has Flebbels. Oh, Squoshy gets the kill into Ballistic-Droid. He has one more to take out, though. Flebbels takes out Freedoor and almost takes out. Oh, he wounds very severely into JustOne. Just one more kill, and he probably was going to take it. Swax the kill, though, onto Squoshy. Already said that before. He ran right into him. And manages to avoid getting shot by just pure speed alone. Wasn't fast enough on the drop. MidKing rotates into C to start the cap up here. You can see across the edge. MidKing gets the kill into Gyzzorn around C and clears it up for the Insurgents to cap it back. JustOne has to try and push behind enemy lines while being pinned on both sides. Chilip trying to come in to stop C. Will he make it there in time? You can see the shots coming out, and no, MidKing will take out Chilip as he rotates out. Last slide now is going to be JustOne behind enemy lines, low health. 35 seconds left. Not a lot of time to make a move. He has to do something crazy. He's going to win this. MidKing caps up C. JustOne takes out Swax after the cap. That is a good time. Oh, he gets the kill onto Flebbels as well. That's 2 now. You're going to make it 3. 18 seconds left. He has to make a move. Will he get the wall bang? I mean, he's aiming a little lower if he's going to hit that. Apparently 2 kills. Goes for the grenade. Going to cook it well. Oh, caught out by the reload. Ballistic-Droid will run and gun him down and will take the round and continue to lead now 4-2.
Unfortunate timing there.
Yep.
He had somebody waiting in the wing. That was going to be a dangerous situation either way.
Indeed, in a 2v1 like that. Mind you, he doesn't know it's a 2v1. He's just on the map and he just sees it's contested with an enemy. He doesn't know that there's 2 on there. So, as soon as he got on and said blocked by enemy, he probably had the hint that he was kind of out of luck. Unfortunately, like that, you're probably going to want to reload before you shoot. But with these Mark 14 EBRs only holding 20 rounds, you are at a disadvantage in rate of fire and a total amount of fire that you can throw. So it's all a balance. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in his favor. Although he tried his best. It wasn't enough, unfortunately. Chilip able to nade Ballistic-Droid on B once again. Pretty simple grenade throw there, taking him out. Meanwhile, here comes the Molotov. In a good spot, but not quite in the right spot, unfortunately. Ooh, Chilip does gets a trade onto Tobias as Flebbels takes out Freedoor, trying to play around the edge.
Again, Insurgents have Shrine control.
Indeed, Flebbels finally took out Squoshy there. It was a bit of a battle.
Ooh,
Definitely
that
suppressed.
was a battle.
But he didn't win that one. Oh, security is going to bring back just 2 players from spawn as Gyzzorn tries to clear out Charlie. There is a player nearby. MidKing is near, was not actually on it. In order to think he's ready. Chilip does take out Flebbels, meaning it's just Swax and MidKing last alive. Make that just Swax now. MidKing getting picked by Gyzzorn. And it is down to Swax in Africa, which is an interesting spot for
Very fast.
Yeah, they definitely went down like dominoes. Gonna follow Swax as he... Whoa! Going for the Apex Legends style slide boost. Gets into A very, very fast. Gets in by sliding with enough velocity and, you know, kind of launch yourself pretty far. So that's how it's done. Gyzzorn caps up Charlie, bringing it to a 5v1 now. Gonna cook the grenade. The water might absorb the damage. Indeed it does. Makes a nice little waterfall, but ultimately not going to take anybody out. And Swax gets the first kill. Swax has the potential to do this, but unfortunately Freedoor will wallbang him, take him out, and shorten that lead up to now 3-4.
Very close round there. Very interesting spots that Swax is using. I've seen him on a few different spots. Tricky little angles. He is one of the top fraggers in definitely in competitive Insurgency.
Definitely. Look at a quick look at our scoreboard here. We're seeing Chilip running 11-10, Swax running 11-7, and Flebbels 15-5. That's pretty impressive.
Really shining.
Definitely
this whole
strong.
tournament he has, as I've mentioned, yeah.
Definitely the player of the series. Possible player of the game for sure. Let's go ahead and follow Tobias to see if a little bit better luck on his side. Hopefully Ballistic won't get naded again. I see that, but Flebbels has got a double nade onto JustOne and Freedoor, clearing it up for Shrine. Huge plays coming out for him. And Flebbels getting an easy pick on a Squoshy, slow picking out. Should never try on a slow peek. That is always a bad idea, unfortunately for him. Didn't work out in his favor. Chilip gets the kill into Flebbels. Ballistic-Droid could actually wallbang this very, very easily. Gyzzorn gets the trade, though, onto Swax. As the flank on the side is going to work well, but he runs right into Chilip, unfortunately. And just like that, security now has the advantage of just 1v2. Tobias, a 1v1 now on B. They both know where they are. Both kind of waiting. Up to Chilip. He gets a partial shot onto Tobias. Not quite a kill. Meanwhile, finally making the rotation to A. They're shooting across. Not quite landing on target. Slow peeking, slow pushing, and gets the kill. Down to a 1v1 now. MidKing capping up A, Chilip capping up B. Chilip will get the capture first since he had more on it than MidKing at the time, as MidKing took his sweet old time to get to A. As soon as you see that happen, you're in a 2v1, you should be running to A instantly. Just full sprint, because you know that it should be objective, and it should be at least cleared. Important to have your kill counts in order, which is, of course, if you kill somebody, say -1. And you start adding up who's alive and who isn't alive, and that is going to be huge, as probably would have saved MidKing quite a bit of time there on to A. So, both teams have now reset. 45 seconds left. Security at its advantage as Insurgents have A and C support, and have a controlled, uncontested currently. Although, JustOne naded himself. That's gotta hurt. Meanwhile, oh, Droid is in a dangerous spot. Kind of interesting to play in the van, though, or in the bus at least. Not really common. Trying something different to throw him off. Ooh, Freedoor gets the pick onto Tobias from nearly spawn. It was a departure from spawn, but still has a little bit of work to do clearing out these 2 players in front of him. And the player on the side as well within Charlie, although it looks like, oh, Chilip will win the fight against Droid. MidKing trying to get some work in, but will get flanked by Gyzzorn. And last alive now is going to be Swax from spawn, just going all out. It's going to run out of time, though, as they're going to cap up A and C. Opts for going C. Manages to avoid getting killed by Squoshy. Just in the zone right now. Gets the kill onto Chilip as well. Swax on fire. 1v1 now. He's going to go for B. He will make it in time. Swax pulling in clutch work. Gyzzorn capping up Alpha, making it now a 5v1 once again. The Swax now has to line up his shots. The pressure is on. It's his grand finals. He has to hit it. There's no room for error here. 25 seconds left in the overall round. He's going to force them off the objective. Going to go back to C and try and step up the cap. Maybe too late, though. They've already gotten them mostly capped. He runs. He's not going to make it. Gyzzorn will take him out as he runs in and tie up the game now, 4-4.
Very quick reaction times you saw there. Very well played.
Indeed. That was a...
Chilip as well, he's been playing very good this series. He's a new player to our community. He's been really shining as well.
Yep, Chilip has been really, really good support player playing in Africa and playing directly on B. Even though he's not doing things that are a lot of flashy kind of stuff, like running around like Swax was just doing a little bit ago, he's doing the stuff that helps those people do what they do, which is map information, player information, certain kills that are super duper important to open up lanes for him to push like that. All that kind of support stuff, you gotta have both. If you just have people that run around and kill people, as soon as someone dies and you lose that support, that you're kind of your backside's open. You're gonna be killed. So you gotta have support players. And you also gotta have fraggers like Swax. So it's a bit of both. Both teams have their strong and weak sides. Although Tobias is about to get this kill and doesn't get the kill into JustOne, but gets flanked and killed by Squoshy. As a trade, Squoshy getting another kill into Flebbels as well, and Swax finally getting the trade onto Squoshy, but a little too late there. They lost shrine control. Swax already trying to rotate the scene, trying to stop the cap. Gyzzorn nearby could start to begin the cap up. Droid getting the kill into Chilip finally. Ballistic-Droid getting a little bit of luck on his side. Had a bit of a rough game for him so far, so it's good to see that. 55% for Bravo, and Swax gets the kill into Freedoor. Last line was going to be Gyzzorn on the edge. Jumps in. Manages to wallbang MidKing. Nice rate of fire there. That is all semi-auto. Definitely excited to play.
For Ballistic-Droid.
Yep. Gyzzorn's trying to hold on for dear life as he gets double teamed. You see him on the edges there, trying to wallbang him out. He's just staying alive where he can. One player does manage to get on down below. And just like that, Flebbels takes him out. Insurgents keep their lead now 5-4.
Very close game coming up on the half.
Indeed. Alrighty, so this is the last round of the half. This is first to 11. The rounds will swap at 10. So currently Insurgents been neck and neck all game, but this next round I think is going to be a little bit different. If my intuition correct, I think Insurgents are going to push a little bit more aggressively, possibly. Perhaps actually Security pushing a little bit aggressively on their own. They're definitely going in all out. A couple pre-nades early on. They're trying to clear out Bravo. Not a bad call. They opt to heavily smoke B. Interesting call to make. They're trying to get on there to get clearance in there. Only thing is, Security can push up and around and get them out. JustOne gets the pick on Tobias, clearing up partially Shrine. There is also Flebbels up above. Chilip does get the kill into Ballistic-Droid, unfortunately. There's only so many places to hide. Flebbels pre-fires it. Gets the kill onto Squoshy as well, who did not see him prone there. Flebbels reloading at a bad time. He gets the kill to Chilip, unfortunately. Nobody can spot players prone, it seems. Luckily, Flebbels is going to sneak around. Currently got 2 kills. Well, make that 3 kills. Flebbels getting... Actually, Gyzzorn getting the pick on a MidKing.
Doesn't see him yet behind the dumpster.
Indeed, and unfortunately for him, Flebbels goes for the no-aim headshot. That's 3 kills now for Flebbels on B. Last up is going to be Gyzzorn on C. We won against that is MidKing, not Midnight. There's the cap up on C, cuts the cap up on B. Here comes Swax to try and go for A. Well, there should be a bit of a trade in favor of Insurgents at the end of that objective capture, if that actually captures. Instead, Swax opts to go for spawns. Not a bad call to make. Gets the kill onto Freedoor. Gets the kill onto Chilip as well. That's 2 out of from spawn. There's only 2 more that escaped. That is Flebbels on the back foot. Oh, JustOne takes him out. starts to make the push towards B to try and cap it up. You can see 2v1 here on B, Droid and Tobias versus JustOne. JustOne, his gun was sticking out there, would give away his position, which is why he was able to get pre-fired like that. Unfortunately, JustOne did whiff that shot. He has to land those. Ballistic-Droid could actually wallbang this. If only he knew. Luckily for him, doesn't. MidKing trying to clear it out. Swax caps up Alpha, brings back just one player. Insurgents had the advantage of having A capped up and bringing it all back. MidKing trying to clear out C. Ooh, a bit of a trade. JustOne and dying, and Tobias dying. That's going to be big. Insurgents will win Bravo. And just like that, A and B control is theirs, and they take the round and take the half. 6-4.
Really depends on the team, how these things go with sides, but so far it could go either way.
Indeed, this has been a neck-and-neck game. I'd also like to shout out our host and our server provider, Iceline Hosting. They've done really, really well with our servers, despite some issues in the yesterday. They've been fantastic so far today. I mean, they've been super duper good. You should check them out if you're looking for someone to host your Insurgency servers with. It is Iceline-hosting.com and use offer code SEL for 10% discount. Use that if you want to help us out as well. And of course, thank you to Neural Interactive NWI for shouting out the stream, hosting it, putting it on all social medias. It definitely helps us. It's fantastic. Thank you guys. We can't thank you guys enough. So should give them some attention.
At the end of this match, we'll have our first giveaway. We have some giveaways, game giveaway. So if you're a new player in the community interested to play Sandstorm, why don't you say what's up in chat? We'll be giving it away at the end of the round here.
Indeed, although we can see early on Insurgents have basically killed everybody on security in less than probably 45 seconds, 50 seconds. Tobias getting the pick though onto JustOne. Ooh, squashing the headshot on Tobias just like that. It is down to Swax on security to swack all of these other players out of the map and off the server, and it's not going to happen likely, but you never know. This Swax, he gets the shot on the Squoshy. Really good reaction time, but Chilip up above will take him out. A little too aggressive for him, unfortunately. That lead shortened down to just 5-6. Alright, looks like we have a bit of an issue. Is it up? I guess Chilip had to restart his game. That's no problem. And of course, if you like this gameplay, be sure to follow us on Twitch. That is the Sandstorm League on Twitch. This is the Sandstorm Esports League as a total organization. I'm not affiliated with them directly. I'm just their shoutcaster, for everybody's shoutcaster. But growth is definitely associated with them.
Very much.
Hey, it's no problem, man. I'm happy to help and happy to be here for you guys and for Sandstorm as a whole. So, you guys want to support them?
The man. He's also a big rally driver, so you can also watch his stream at the end of this as well.
Indeed, I might be streaming a little later, but we'll see. I mostly do sim rally stuff, not actual rally stuff. That'd be that'd be really cool to stream that kind of stuff. It's a little hard on the bandwidth, of course, being out in the woods in a car like that. So.
Well, always welcome to come up to Finland and try some rally with us.
I would be down for that if it was if I could afford to do that, but unfortunately, not in the cards right now. But in the future, you never know. But in any case, it looks like teams are ready to go. They're just waiting on the 5th to restart and to get back into the game. I wonder what's taking them their sweet time. Although, interestingly enough, I'm seeing the Insurgents all running a different camouflage pattern and all running a different kind of uniform, which is a little bit surprising, as a lot of the North American Insurgency Sandstorm players that are competitive will know a lot of people actually remember the outfits people wear and can identify who is who based on the outfits they wear, and it'll eliminate like who is playing what and what's going on where, and actually use it as a tactic in game. So a lot of teams will actually, if they're working together, will all wear the same camouflage pattern and the same overall outfit to try and disguise who's who, which is an interesting mechanic that a lot of people don't really. I never really noticed it a lot in game. Usually people kind of goof around and put, you know, funky stuff with other things, and a lot of teams will actually.
You see more of that in the season play, yeah.
Definitely. Although teams could possibly do it here, although it would be a little bit kind of boring because all look. Ideally, probably look all the same, but you're gonna see the creativity coming out from all the different players running all the various colors of the rainbow, except for some of them, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and see what'll happen on this round here as we follow Flebbels. What Flebbels is doing on this in this round here. Really praying it out for him. On to B. Nobody's out there though. Insurgents have actually opted to play pretty passive. 3 to Shrine, 1 to on the road here, 1 towards A. Gyzzorn was going to get a free pass straight to A as MidKing doesn't really know where to play on A, it looks like. He's playing in a kind of a funky spot. It's not really effective. But you can see Insurgents being able to push into Shrine that heavily is going to be a huge play. Swax taking out Squoshy. Makes it a little bit less important. Gyzzorn, though, getting the trade on the MidKing and winning the fight on A. Freedoor as well, taking out Swax. Huge play for the Insurgents. Ballistic just holding on. Oh. JustOne getting the kill as well on the Flebbels. Rotating out. Said Insurgent Shrine player up above. Trying to see in there. Oh, but Freedoor takes out Droid as Gyzzorn takes out Alpha. It is down to Tobias, last man standing. He knows where the B player is. Does he expect this other player? No, he doesn't.
They're
just one. Indeed. And it is a tie game now. 6-6.
Got another bug from Ballistic-Droid. Game froze. I'm sure he's going to restart his game. Sorry for the wait.
Yeah, problem. That does indeed happen. So. As soon as he's back in, we'll continue the action here. Both teams tied neck and neck. Do you think any one team is going to get the advantage?
As you've seen, I guess the side doesn't matter as much as really the team. Some people prefer Insurgents over security, so we're just kind of seeing it play out, see how that mechanic's working for these teams.
Indeed. So, who has been the strongest player in this games currently?
I just think so far, really, Flebbels' team has been very well getting frags, but you know, they're not taking all the full advantage of the objectives. So I really don't know who's got the top right now. It's like an even game. I won't make any predictions on this one.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna call it in favor of... Oh man, it's tough because both teams are similarly, as I said, they're pretty evenly matched. This could go either way. I kind of want to give it to the Insurgents because I think that Chilip and Squoshy and JustOne, all of them have frag potential a lot stronger than Security's kind of lineup with Swax. Unfortunately, not all of them are really able to frag as hard as Squoshy's team was able to. Swax is fantastic, and he likely can probably carry them through the rest of the game, but whether or not they're going to make it is the question, especially on that side too. So I kind of want to give it to the Insurgents, but you never really know. So I'm going to give it to I'll give the Squoshy's team to win this first game in the best of 3, of course. This is first to 11 at the 10 round. We already had the half swap, so go ahead and follow Ballistic-Droid as he leaves spawn and goes to play Shrine. It's up for the smoke. The block B. Meanwhile, Freedoor trying to get the cross-specs out. Waits. There he goes. He throws it off. Ballistic-Droid could get hit by this. Indeed, he won't. He was playing a little too safe. Actually, in the right spot. Tobias, meanwhile, waiting. Not a bad call, but unfortunately Chilip wallbangs Ballistic-Droid as Flebbels gets the kill onto Squoshy and MidKing. Digging up Gyzzorn on the flank. Not only that much. Flebbels gets the trade onto JustOne. Flebbels doing all the work within Shrine here. Chilip just has to stay alive now.
Players called out now.
Indeed. Given away. Capping up. Just kind of waiting as Freedoor. Kind of waiting around C for a security player that's not going to move. MidKing is waiting. Oh, and Tobias gets the kill onto Chilip. Last life is going to be Freedoor. So he rotates in and gets taken out by MidKing. Security take back that lead. 7-6. So a bit of a lead there from security. Good play on Shrine and good ultimate win by Flebbels there. If we look on the scoreboard, we can see Flebbels running a 25-11 KDR. Swax equally 20-11. Pretty impressive. Tobias only has 5-15, but I think that's balanced out by Flebbels and Swax running 20 bombs of their own. Meanwhile, Squoshy running 15 kills and Gyzzorn running 12. Chilip did have to reconnect, so his score is kind of erased. Oh, doing pretty well. JustOne able to nade Flebbels, though. That's going to be huge for Insurgents. A little more flexibility in their movement. Swax taking out Chilip early on is not going to be great for them, however. Freedoor trying to clear it out. He spot those enemy
really
players.
Strong on B this time.
Indeed, they're very focused on it, and they're getting a lot of work done there, although JustOne gets the kill into Swax. Tobias trying to clear out Shrine, but he has a bit of a fight in his hands. Squoshy aiming at his teammate there. JustOne does able to take out Tobias, and JustOne unfortunately taking out Ballistic-Droid. Last life is going to be MidKingTV. Fight on B is lost to security force insurgents, basically swarming them. MidKing on B, on C at least, last alive. And just like that, Gyzzorn takes his head nearly clear off, but not quite.
Evening it up.
It is now even, 7-7. JustOne.
This game mode is just as we do pugs. By the way, welcome to play pugs after the matches are over. You can join our Discord, register, and play with all of these members of our community. We have pugs going on usually every night.
Indeed, and the link for that is down in the info panels down below, and it will be in chat in probably a few minutes once you hear this. So let's go ahead and follow Tobias from spawn as he pushes out. Looks like he's heading for a pre-nade on Shrine. Looking to probably pre-nade mid if I had to guess. Indeed he is. JustOne's going to eat this. Almost. Squoshy actually taking a nade of his own. Able to take out Ballistic-Droid, and Squoshy getting another kill onto Flebbels as well. Squoshy going ham. And Squoshy getting another kill. That's 3 kills this round. JustOne able to take out Tobias on the flank, and just like that, security wiped out on Shrine. Absolutely destroyed, and MidKing left to try and pick up the pieces, and Gyzzorn will take his head clean off. Insurgents 2 rounds in a row, very quickly on the board now, 8-7. So big plays coming out from them. Security opting to try and play Shrine against really strong Shrine players that have a really good lock on stuff. A really lucky nade early on made it pretty much impossible for Security to really take that, especially in a lineup like that. It unfortunately did not work. Hopefully they don't try it again. Although it looks like they're about to try it again, which is not going to end well for them, unfortunately. Ballistic. Putting some of the artillery fire up above. JustOne able to sneak through. Just waiting. Able to sneak into mid-shrine. Tobias not able to spot the push on the outside, although Swax stays take out Freedoor early on. Ballistic-Droid holding on B. Tapping it up. Gyzzorn able to take out MidKing. Fortunately, there goes the push for C, which means Insurgents have the advantage of getting to A for free. Swax going for the rotation. Going to play for A instead. Though looks like Gyzzorn knows that someone probably going to push towards C, which is a little surprising as teams wouldn't generally do that. JustOne does win the fight against Flebbels on Shrine.
Oh, we walked right by him.
Oh, that's
and he
unfortunate.
takes him out.
Indeed. Oh, bit of a fire there. Ballistic-Droid able to wallbang Chilip through that light tin. Luckily, Ballistic-Droid able to blend in well. All camouflaged, hide in there. Last life is going to be Gyzzorn capping up A. You won the fight against MidKing, so you already got the free kind of pass on that one. Ballistic-Droid and Tobias.
Rotated very quick.
Yeah, they're really taking their sweet time, which is going to allow for a lot more time for Gyzzorn to cap up A and reposition. They're really slow on the draw here.
Tobias really needs to get onto Charlie now or get to Alpha and stop that cap.
Indeed, he might not know the kill counts. It might just be trying to play safe, which I'm guessing he did as he baited C and goes for spawns. A little bit late on the draw there. Trying to play it safe, and he gets his head taken off immediately from spawn. Ballistic-Droid gets a trade of his own on the Squoshy from spawn, but Swax able to take out JustOne. Another spawn kill. Unfortunately for him, only one. Managing to somewhat stay out, and just like that, Flebbels takes him out. Down to just Gyzzorn once again, the whole team getting wiped pretty quickly. Flebbels has to try and cap up C. Here comes Gyzzorn. And just like that, Swax takes him out and ties up the game once again. 8-8.
One thing you want to note is you make a huge profile when you're laying out prone. You're making a lot of noise. It takes you a lot of time to get up, to move or to definitely a dangerous position to be in. A lot of guys swear by not ever proning and only crouching.
It's good to know.
Always got to try to get that left peak.
Indeed, it's the left peak advantage in Sandstorm, as it previously was in Source, although it switched over to right peak, I think now. Although, ultimately, people are going to play, Ministry and play Balk the same way every time, but whatever side it is always going to be one peak. That's going to be the idea, but in any case, that is how it is with peaks, with games, and we can see that Security opting to no longer play Shrine, and all just die immediately. That's a fantastic choice. Swax getting a nice kill into JustOne early on from the Shrine, and Rage Flebbels getting a nice nade kill onto Chilip from behind. Gyzzorn able to take out Flebbels. Boxing the trade onto Gyzzorn as it's a bit of a slow, methodical elimination of the security force. Freedoor trying to wallbang with a weapon that does not wallbang. He knows where he is. Ballistic-Droid aiming at his teammate. They're close. Swax capping up B with his teammate, double stacking it now. However, Freedoor pushing fast. He knows where it is. He gets the kill into Swax. Nice. Freedoor actually getting 2 kills there, getting it onto Tobias and Swax. And blocking it. Meanwhile, up above, Shrine is aiming down. Trying to find that security player. Not sure if Squash is going for the knife.
Move a little faster.
He is letting that kind of wait out. Ballistic-Droid wins the fight, but Squoshy takes him out immediately afterward, leaving it to just Squoshy versus MidKing. 1v1. Squoshy has to now try and go for A or stop C.
Would have been smart to go for C at this point.
Indeed. But I think he's going to play it safe and try and go for caps instead. The time might not be on his side, though, for that, so it might not work out in the end. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Squoshy getting on A pretty late. They're going to get C pretty early on.
And also B's mostly capped for security already.
Yeah, they're really... It's a tough call to make on whether or not just to hard plan on an objective like this or go for something else. You can see right now they're about to dogpile A pretty fast and pretty hard. Here comes the pre-nades. Squoshy gets the first kill, but just like that, Flebbels will take him out, and security takes back that lead 9-8.
Are you still confident on your Squishy prediction?
Well, it may have been squished down a little bit, but you never know. I think it's there's just one chance that they might get this, you know. They are near the end of the game though, so they are near match point. So you never really... It's hard to call at the end of the time like this. And both teams have been neck and neck this entire game. But we'll see how it will play out. Freedoor running fast. Going for the cross-pick onto Shrine. See him aiming up there. A pretty candid approach. Although security Playing in a pretty default spot. A little bit back of Shrine. Waiting for the preenies to come out. Droid running in. He does run past somebody. He aims a little low. You hate to see it. Does not work for him. Squoshy, meanwhile, holding up on Shrine, just waiting for the push. Oh, but Flebbels able to nade Chilip. And Swax taking out Squoshy in a trade. Flebbels, meanwhile, trying to make a push onto B himself as Freedoor goes to sneak onto B. Manages to get on. Unfortunately, Tobias a little bit out of position to try and get a effective kill there. Although he could take out JustOne with this grenade throw. Lands close to him, doesn't quite take him out. Ooh, Freedoor gets the kill to Tobias, and Swax takes out Freedoor as a trade. Unfortunately, it is down to just Gyzzorn and JustOne. Last alive. Bit of a waiting game here in a 3v2 situation. MidKing. Oh, JustOne actually lost that to Swax. MidKing. Oh, loses it to Gyzzorn. Gyzzorn with the walking peek gets the shot and kill onto MidKing there. So Gyzzorn will cap up A. Security will cap up B and C. Less than a minute left of time, so pressure is on. Two friends coming up from the spawn. Oh, Squoshy nearly shooting Freedoor there. Gotta be a little careful with that one. 30 seconds left. C being capped up almost all the way. Oh, Swax gets the kill onto Freedoor from spawn. Again, 3 people leaving spawn, so it's a little dangerous that are left at least. Flebbels taking out Squoshy. JustOne getting the trade onto Swax. Flebbels taking out Chilip. And JustOne actually managing to avoid bullets and dodge and stay alive and get onto C, but oh, almost. Flebbels will take him out. That is all the people from spawn, and Ballistic-Droid will take out Squoshy. And just like that, it is match point for Flebbels' team, 10-8.
Security side's working really well for them.
Indeed, they got that rotations down, they got the positioning down, they've got everything down pat. And right now they're just playing it out and just playing for the win. Currently they are at match point, and I don't think Squoshy, I think their chances have been somewhat squashed. At the most they can overtime, which isn't impossible. If security makes another dumb play or goes for something that's not really realistic for what they're good at, they're probably going to get squished to where they can actually have an overtime. But right now, if Insurgency are going to do something wild, it's going to be a win on the board, and we're going to go on to the next map.
But 3 on Shrine this time. Nobody played Bravo.
Yeah, that's interesting. JustOne's finally rotating out to get on it. Not a bad preset. Security now gets onto B to start up the cap. Ballistic-Droid getting on. Tobias getting the kill though onto Squoshy. Of course, you know, captains are usually more powerful when they're dead than when they're alive, as they can kind of direct their team elites a lot better than trying to move themselves around and keep track of their teammates.
So they had these guys Shrine, but they're not looking on to Bravo Cubby right now.
Yeah, they're kind of leaving everything open.
And he's moved over towards Connex, priming it at 99%.
The Insurgents are about to make their own push. Unfortunately, Tobias spots JustOne. Does he spot the second player is the question. I don't think he did. Although we do have scores counting up. It does give away the position. Yep, the D are counting up, so bit of a trade back and forth, but security will finally get the kills and will take the first game 11-8. So GG's to both teams. Flebbels first round on the board, first game for the board on their side. So congrats.
Flebbels has been